to get our week started by telling you some things that are really important to me. We call it Faye, what's on my mind? So, folks, I'm getting old. Estoy vieja. Wait a minute. Today is my birthday. Yay, fellow Sagittarius. All right, my little thing on. Wow, this is way gay, like really gay. All right. Okay, yes, it's my birthday, and no, I don't want to see all those candles on a cake, okay? If my wife she did that one year. She learned from that. She put all the candles on the cake, and I threw that damn cake right at her. So, no candles on the cake, but seriously, I'm old, and I get it, right? They say you get better with age and all that bull crap, right? But I read this article about how you know that you're getting old, and I've got like all the things on this list. I'm forgetting people's names, right? So I'm calling everybody sweetheart. Hey, sweetheart. Oye, mi papi, ¿cómo está linda? Everybody's cutie and sweetie because I can't remember anybody's name and I can't remember who I hung out with last week. I'm getting old, all right? I'm feeling stiff and not in a good way, dirty boys. I'm feeling stiff. Like I wake up and I'm like, oh, right? And with that, I start talking about like my ailments and crap to my friends. And be like, oh yeah, my knee, you know, that basketball injury is really hurting. Oh my God, I think it's pre-arthritis. I'm getting old, right? I groan now when I bend over. I literally go, oh, when I'm about to pick up something from the floor. And if I see the nearest twink, I go, can you pick that up? Yeah, seriously. Misplacing your glasses, your keys. I mean, I misplace my sunglasses when they're on my head. Yes. Okay. Has that ever happened to you? Like when you're like on the phone with somebody and you're like, wait a minute, I have to find my phone so I can look for my schedule. And you're on the phone all the time. This is for my gay boys. You start getting more hairy, right? Like I was hanging out with John the other day and I looked in his ear and he had all this extra hair that was coming out of his ears. So he's got no hair on his head, but hair is coming out of his ears and his eyebrows are doing some really funky stuff. You boys know what I'm talking about. And then with that, you get older and your ears get bigger. Like, why are my ears getting bigger? Like I'm covering it with my hair right now because I think that at this age, I'm not telling you how old I am. I think my ears have gotten bigger, right? I mean, you know, I'm finding it tricky to sit cross-legged on the floor. I can't do the Indian style crossover anymore. So now I just try to be cute and be, you know, just half crossed. Well, I'm getting old. I'm beginning to hate noisy places. I'll be at places and be like, God, it's so loud in here. I can't hear you. I'm getting old. It's gotten to the point where now I think policemen, teachers, and doctors are looking like babies. Right? I'll look at them and be like, oh my God, did you go to medical school? Like during recess? Ew, that's happening to me because I'm getting old. I say things like, oh, back in my day, back in the 90s. That's what I was telling the other day to my friend Kitty Meow. Back in the 90s. The 90s was almost 40 years ago. Is that really what that is? That's crazy. No, it's 30 years ago, but that's crazy. That's crazy. I now need an afternoon nap. I'm up this early at 1 p.m. today. I will be taking a 20-minute power. I never needed a nap before. I would break 9 and go to work at 7 in the morning. I'm getting old. I am struggling to use technology. You give me a new phone, I can't do anything on it but make a phone call. If that, I put face recognition on my phone, it won't recognize my face. And then I'm embarrassed to tell somebody to help me fix it. You know? I mean, I can't, you know, I'm complaining about everything, about TV, about movies. My wife the other day, she's like, there's no originality in movies. I'm like, I know, because we're old and we've seen every movie because we're old. I have now considered going on a no children cruise for a holiday because I'm too old to be around children. It's just one of those things, man. You know, getting old gracefully is one thing, and getting old, period, is just not something I want to do. I'm struggling to think of anything worse than going to a music festival that's like fully loud. That's like fully packed with people. Oh, there's gonna be so many people. I'm gonna be bumped into. I can't. That's old people shit. Back in the day, I wouldn't care. I wanted to be in the middle of 30,000 people at a music festival, rolling loud. Let's go. I'm now rolling really quiet. All right. I am putting everyday items in the wrong place. I found my cell phone in the refrigerator the other day. I'm not even lying to you folks. You know, losing weight is harder when you get older. It's just getting older sucks. Okay, I'm spending more money on face creams, on anti-aging products. I've been seeing my Botox lady at least every month. I'm getting old, folks. I'm getting old. You know, it's come to the point now that like I'm old enough that now I feel that I have the right to tell you exactly what's on my mind without even filtering it. That's not good, and that's not polite. I'm old, folks. No one asks me for my ID anymore. No, they just don't. Like, I even try to present it, and they look at me and laugh. Yeah. I paid something by a check the other day. The person laughed at me. I'm serious. But the number one way that I know that I am old now, is when you run into someone that you slept with and they are out celebrating their child's 21st birthday. It happened to me last week. I'm not even playing. The only things that haven't happened to me maybe is just that I haven't lost my hair, and that whole, choosing clothes and shoes that are comfort instead of style. I'll never go there. And if you see that, people, that means I'm drinking again, okay? Tell your friends. I'm just saying, all right? Happy birthday to me, and thanks for being on this crazy journey with me. That is FayWhat's on my mind. That's the FayWhat's show. I hope you had fun. I am really passionate about trying to connect the L and the G in our LGBTQ plus community. It's often hard for us girls. If we believe that we are one strong community, then we must support all the letters of our LGBT and Q plus. We open every show with a nod to Mary Tyler Moore. And that girl's Marlo Thomas, because this show is dedicated to a strong LGBTQ plus community. I just encourage you to be a little bit kinder, a little bit funnier, and embrace our tremendous diversity. It's what makes us so strong and very fabulous. So, did you enjoy the show? I know you did. So make sure to click subscribe so you won't miss any of the events, news, or interviews right here on the FayWhat's show. Ring the bell at the bottom of the screen, right there, so you'll be alerted every time we're live. You can also click on the Happening Out Television Network logo so you can see all of the shows on the most diverse LGBTQ plus media network. Find out just what we're doing to bring the L and the G together right here on the FayWhat's show. Get the week started with me.